reasonable adjustments.
Well, my name's Shannon Baldock. I teach at TAFE SA Tonsley campus. I teach in the refrigeration school. So my background is an electrician, so we teach in the same package as what the electricians teach, which is quite maths centric, and there's a lot of theory to it, so it's probably seen as one of the more academic of the trades. So some of the adjustments that we'll do with our students, we will sometimes, if we have some students that have significant issues with writing, we may scribe for the students. We may give them the offer to do that assessment verbally. As far as some of the mathematics, we may try and break that assessment up into smaller chunks. We sometimes, just as course, and we try and do that for all of our students, we try and integrate as much as we can into a practical setting, so it's done as part of their day-to-day work, rather than it being taking just the mathematics out and trying to deliver that separately. So, I can give an example of where we've had a student who is struggling with the methodology that we use for some of our formulas and calculations. So if we can take that out, integrate that calculation with the task, so breaking it into smaller chunks, which we know helps with some students that might become overwhelmed, because there might be some anxiety that's tied up in some of those learning issues as well. So we can break it up. So here is the practical task. Now here is the part of the calculation that goes with that, and then we can step them through that process. So it's important to make sure that you have the resources and the people on hand, because some of these guys, they do need one-on-one assessment. And look, we have the advantage I feel we have the advantage, especially from my point of view, is that I had a lot of the same issues, and a lot of the lecturing staff come from a background where those learning difficulties are quite prevalent. So it's not odd to have to help someone through like that, because a lot of us experienced it firsthand. Yeah, so I think if we have an example where we have had a student who has come in through our own testing that has some LLN issues around their mathematics, so what we will sometimes do is identify that student, make a point that when they are going through an individual assessment, we try and take them aside to go through some of those individual steps. Our mathematics ramps up, so we identify a lot of these issues early on. We can move them away to some more individualised learning if they need to actually go to individual support. A lot of our students are too proud to do that, so we do definitely try and break up their practical assessment, put their theory assessments in with the practical components, so that they are not, because a lot of what we see is the students just see this big massive work and they just lock up. So it's like anything we try and teach. We try and break it into small bite-sized chunks that are deliverable and are digestible and are accessible.
This video was produced for the Disability Awareness Supporting Students in VET Resource. For more information, visit www.disabilityawareness.com.au.